Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my 2019 GMC Yukon XL. In today's video, I'm going to be upgrading the cooling system, more specifically the transmission cooling system, with this Shift Technologies SureCool Thermal Bypass Upgrade Kit. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Now before we get started, I just want to go over the tools that you're going to need to do this job. It's very simple. As I said, all I'm going to be using is my 3/8" drive ratchet wrench, along with a 10, a 13, and a 15 millimeter socket, a pair of pliers. You could use them channel locks or vice grips. I'll show you what those are for. And then the kit itself. Now let's take a look at what comes in this kit. Now the kit that I picked up from Shift Technologies is part number STL010. And you can see here it's the SureCool system with the active bypass. It fits 2014 and up, 6L, 8L, 80, and 90. And the instructions also say that it fits Allison transmissions for 2017 to 19 Allison L5P transmissions. Now they do make this kit in a different version that does not come with this gasket, but I opted for this gasket because if you're in there, might as well replace the gasket. So besides the gasket, what else comes in this little kit? Obviously you get the instructions that are very detailed, very clear, easy to follow. You get this little packet of O-rings. There's a spring and a check ball inside the package. You get the bushing and the piston. Now all these components are going to replace the factory thermostat that is inside the housing that we're going to go remove right now. Alright guys, so here we are underneath the car. Here's my propeller shaft for the four-wheel drive, and then here are the cooling lines for the transmission. And the part that we're going to be taking off is right up here attached to the bell housing. This is the housing for the thermostat. And so again, very simple removal. Just one bolt on the side here that attaches it to the bell housing, and then you've got this 10 millimeter bolt that holds this little bracket that holds the lines into the housing itself. And then the 15 mil socket we're going to use to just temporarily remove this bracket over here on the passenger side, just so that we'll have a little bit more flexibility when this housing comes off, so we can just be able to move the lines around a little bit. So let's get removing this, and then show you what we have to do to take out the thermostat that's in here, and then we'll replace it with the upgrade kit. Okay, first step, go ahead and remove this 15 millimeter bolt that's holding the support bracket for the transmission coolant lines. As I said, this will give you a little bit more flexibility when we go to take off that housing on the other side. Now the next step is going to be removing this housing, and all that simply is this 13 millimeter bolt that bolts it to the side of the bell housing. And then to remove the lines, we're going to remove this 10 millimeter bolt that holds this bracket that keeps the lines in place. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down just because it's a little awkward. And once I get this off, we'll come right back, and then I'll show you what this looks like after we get it taken off. All right, now we've got this housing pulled away from the side of the bell housing, and you're going to want to make sure you have some cardboard or a little drip pan, because once you pull that housing away from the side of the bell housing, it's going to drip a little bit, but not too much. And as I can see from my transmission fluid here, it's still pretty red. I think this thing was serviced not too long before I bought it, but good time to inspect your fluid as it's dripping out here. Again, mine looks still pretty red. The smell of the fluid on the bolt that came out smells good. It doesn't smell burnt or anything like that. So I think we're in good shape. I'm going to go ahead and pull these two lines out, and then get this housing over to the table, and then we'll take a look at how to take the thermostat out of this and then replace it with the upgraded bypass kit. Now that we've got this housing off of the side of the bell housing, I wanted to point out something. When you guys pull this off, make sure that you get these little O-rings that come out of the housing, because these are going to go back onto the transmission lines. Again, want to make sure these are on the lines so you get a good seal on this housing. And to help me remove the locking plate for the lines, I actually ended up having to use one of these ratcheting wrenches, a little 10 millimeter, just because of the propeller shaft on my four-wheel drive was in the way for a regular ratchet. So one of these little 10 millimeter ratcheting wrenches came in real handy. Alright, now the next thing we have to do is take this cap off the end of the housing so we can get to the thermostat that's inside. To do that, it's just a little C-clip on the end here. We've got the snap ring off of the retainer, or this retaining snap ring off. Now we just have to take out this original housing, and all I'm going to do is just use a pair of pliers, grab a good hold of the end of that, twist it, pull it right out. Alright, so what is inside here? We've got this spring, what they call the pill, and then the actual thermostat housing itself. All of these pieces are going to get replaced with the pieces that come in the Shift Technologies kit. To reinstall the bushing and the piston, we're simply going to follow these instructions from the kit. And as you can see, we have 2 brown colored O-rings and then a smaller black O-ring. So the smaller black O-ring goes right over top of this piston. And I'm just going to get a little bit of transmission fluid that's inside of the housing there. Just lube up that O-ring a little bit. Okay, and then same thing with these brown O-rings. I'm just going to get a little bit of the transmission fluid that was inside the housing, lube these guys up, install the O-rings just like so. And then all we got to do, take this little check ball, drop that in there. We're going to take this spring. The small side of the cone goes towards the check ball, just like the instructions show. And then this piston is just going to go right inside of here, just like that. And now everything is ready to go down into the housing. So we're going to go ahead and drop the piston down in here. And then we're going to drop the bushing down into the housing. And you'll hear 2 clicks when you're pushing this in for the 2 O-rings as they seat. Once we get that in, we'll go ahead and put the snap ring in, and then we'll get this thing installed back into the car. And once you get the bushing put back in the housing and you click it down, there will be enough room to put that new snap ring in. And I just verified that with my pick. Now, as I mentioned before, the kit came with a new gasket for mounting the housing to the side of the block, or excuse me, to the side of the bell housing. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the old one and then install this new one. Just because we got a new one. The car has about 110,000 miles on it, so it's always a good idea to replace any gaskets when you're inside there working. Now that our snap ring is back in, just check it with a little tiny pocket screwdriver or something. Just make sure it's fully seated into that groove. And then we're going to take this new gasket, place it right over top of these ports. Now we're ready to install it back on the car. There. So the last thing was just that bracket for the transmission lines. And swing you guys around under here. And there's a look at the housing put back on. You got the bracket holding the lines in, the 13mm bolt holding the housing to the bell housing. And we've got the new gasket in there. We've got that bypass, thermal bypass kit installed. Now the only thing left to do is drive it and see what the temperatures actually drop to. Well, there it is, guys. Just a real quick installation. And sorry I didn't film much of the reinstallation, but it was quite simply just the reverse of the removal of the housing and the lines and everything like that. So really simple procedure with, really common hand tools. And also wanted to show you guys, this was the little amount of transmission fluid that came out. So couple benefits to me that I see, and the reasons why I installed this Shift Technologies kit. Number one, reducing the transmission temperatures, or the transmission fluid temps. The manufacturer claims that this product will reduce the temperatures by 20 to 30 degrees. And with summer right around the corner, I've already seen the transmission temperatures creeping up to the mid-upper 190s, even getting slightly above 200 on some of the warmer days that we've had here recently. So that, coupled with the fact that cooler transmission temperatures mean a happier transmission. So with the cooler transmission fluid temperatures, it should help prolong the life of the ATF that's in the transmission, thus prolonging the life of the notorious 6L80 that are, you know, wrought with potential issues and failure points on them. So with that reason, those were all the reasons why I decided to install this Shift Technologies thermal bypass kit. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, thank you for stopping by. I hope it was helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.